Good afternoon from Bowl Mart Lanes. This is part of a What's Going On with Bob Venn series, and we have a guest from Big Brothers Big Sisters. And your name is?
Jenny Gessler.
How do you spell Gessler?
Gessler.
All right, Jenny Gessler. And have a Jenny. We've got a Jenny with us this afternoon. Jenny, you are, what's your title with Big Brother Big Sister?
I'm the executive director.
What does that mean to us?
Well, that basically means I do a little bit of everything, and I'm responsible for the administration of the program. I answer to a board of directors. We have about 15 board members right now on the board, and they help set policy for our program, and then I make sure that policy is carried out.
We've met last year with your predecessor, Bergeron. You said
Ken
Bergeron, here at the Bowl Mart just before they had the Bowl-a-thon. And the year before, we met with another lady, I've forgotten her name, who was in Plattsburgh. We were down at the Bowl-a-thon at the Plattsburgh Lanes. Yeah, you're up here. We're trying to promote, first of all, your bowl for kids' sake for 93. But before we get into that important stuff, let's find out who Jenny Gessler is. And you didn't come up here from Florida just for this job. Where are you from?
Well, I live in Malone, New York.
Oh, you live in Malone. That's why I haven't heard the name in this area.
That must be it. And
all right.
I've been working with Big Brothers Big Sisters for approximately 8 months now. Basically, before I came to Big Brothers Big Sisters, I was running a domestic violence program in Franklin County. I've been in human services on and off for the last 10 years.
Did you teach people how to have domestic violence? That kind of a program?
Well, more or less, I taught people how to get out of domestic violence.
There are a lot of that going on?
Yes, there is a lot of that going on.
That's sad.
It is sad.
It really is sad. You hear about it, you read about it, and we don't think it, but many times our own neighbors, I assume, people we don't have any idea. That's very tough. Now, Franklin County, Malone is in Franklin County. You mean that Franklin and Franklin and Clinton are together on this as one office for both counties?
We have an office in Plattsburgh, and we also have an office down in Elizabethtown, and we serve the Tri-County area, Franklin, Clinton, and Essex County.
So you're the director for all three counties?
Right.
And you have somebody in Plattsburgh that works full-time?
We have someone who works full-time in Plattsburgh and a full-time caseworker in Elizabethtown also.
Okay. What did you do? Oh, you already mentioned. So you worked for the county, is that a county agency?
It was a non-profit organization.
All right. And how many people? You have one in each office that are paid employees?
Right now there is myself, there are 2 caseworkers, and we have a part-time office manager.
Okay. Big Brothers Big Sisters. Tell us what that means. What do you do?
Okay, Big Brothers Big Sisters is a mentoring program. We have early intervention program, I think would be the best way to describe our services. We take at-risk children, kids from single-parent families, and we match them up with an adult who kind of acts as a friend and a mentor. And these children are from single-parent families, 6 to 16 years old. We basically match them up with an adult who kind of shows them healthy alternatives to just hanging out or causing trouble. They do things together that they both enjoy doing. It could be bowling, it could be mountain climbing, bicycling, baking, going to sporting events, whatever they enjoy doing together. They talk and share.
Right. These aren't children who are in trouble in any way, though.
Not necessarily, but some of children can be.
But that's not why they get in it. They're just looking for someone of the opposite sex because maybe they're from a family where there's only a mother and they're looking, a boy wants a father figure and there isn't one in the family. Is that what we're talking about?
Right.
Someone to go out with him. I don't think Mark Berry would mind my mentioning him because Mark Berry's been a big brother for many, many years from Champlain, Rouse's Point area and still is, I guess, the same boy over these number of years. And there are many others. How many do you have? How many big brothers or big sisters do you have? Any idea in the county? 3 of them?
Right now we have approximately 55 children in the program who are matched. And then we have about 60 kids who are still waiting for Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
You mean you could ask those people out there if they're interested? I'm sure there's people out there who don't know about you.
We would love to
What would they do? How do they?
Well, basically we ask that the adult be over 18 years old, 18 years or older, and that they spend time with children. We ask about 3 hours a week. You come in and we have you fill out an application, and we give you a little training, and then after that we set you up with a child, and we ask that you spend 3 to 6 hours a week, and you guys get to pick whatever it is you'd like to do together.
So that they could call your office at either, in, let's say here in the Clinton County, it's where it'll be shown. In Plattsburgh, you know the number in Plattsburgh?
Yes, it's 563-0052.
0052.
And if they're from Essex County, they can call 873-6301.
Probably they won't be watching this show because we're probably both up in this area.
And people in Franklin County can call the Plattsburgh
Well, tell them
office.
anyway. Maybe you'll show it over there.
There you go. We might do that too.
What's the number in Malone?
They can call the 563-0052 number.
All right. And did it take a lot of hours every week? Did it take a lot of money?
No, we don't ask. We ask that you don't spend a lot of money on the children. We want you to spend time with the children. So we'd like you to think of ideas that basically doesn't take a lot of money.
So you could teach a person how to sew if you're a lady. You could teach them how to do carpenter work. Take them fishing.
Take them fishing. You can wash your car together if you want.
Well, that'd be great. It's a way to get your... All right. Now, for those people out there, I know you probably have enough children. You don't need more children, right? But are these people screened?
Yes, they are screened. We do a reference check on all of our volunteers. We do a background through social services, try to check for child abuse, make sure there's nothing of that in the background. We also do a PSI, a personality testing on the volunteer, and we do a home visit and several interviews. So we do check them thoroughly.
How old is Big Brother, Big Sister in this Tri-County area? How long has it been going on?
Oh, our program has been running for 10 years now. This is our 10th year anniversary.
Okay, you're watching Hometown Cable. What's going on here? We're talking about Big Brothers, Big Sisters with Jenny Gensler. We're going to take a short break. Come right back. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable. Calvin Castan on the camera, smiling there behind his eyepiece. Jenny, we were talking about the big brothers and the little brothers, I guess they're called, and obviously they don't pay to belong.
No.
And the people who are a big brother don't pay so they can become a big brother.
No, not at all.
Someone's got to pay your salary, a few of the other people, and all the advertising. Where does the money come from to operate Big Brothers, Big Sisters?
Most of our money, the majority of our money, comes from fundraising. We get a small percentage from the county and also a small percentage through the Division for Youth, but the majority does come from fundraising. And that's what we're doing here now. We raise 50% of our budget through our annual Bowl for Kids' Sake.
Oh, now didn't we work into that just great, huh?
You did a great job.
I didn't even have to ask you about the Bowl. But Bowl for Kids' Sake, tell us what it is about, guys. There's going to be 4.
There are 4
Tell us about that.
Bowl-a-thon events. The first one is in Keysville this year, and that is on March 7th, this Sunday. The second one is on March 14th in Plattsburgh at the Plattsburgh Lanes. The third one is in Rouse's Point on March 24th here at the Bowl Mart. And the last one is in Malone, and that is on March 27th.
Now, those all were Sundays, except 27th we know is not a Sunday because they don't come in multiples of 7. It's on a Saturday in Malone?
That's on a Saturday in Malone.
Is there more than one bowling alley in Malone?
No, there's only one bowling alley,
so
Lucky
people
Strike
will know
Lanes.
where it is. Lucky Strike Lanes.
Did you say 24th or 21st? Like you said 24th.
21st.
21st here, and that's on a Sunday.
And 27th
in Malone. All right. What do they do? There's a sign here. You win $1,000. Tell us what happened. Who gets you to sign up and so forth?
Okay, basically we recruit people right out from our communities. We ask different corporations maybe to get their teams together. We ask people, churches, church groups, different kind of organizations to get together. We have 5 people to a team, and those members will go out and collect pledges. And when members collect $25 or more, they can come and bowl. And for that $25, we give them a free T-shirt or a hat. They get bowling. They get a nice buffet. As the more they collect, the more prizes they get. So they come, they bowl one game. They don't have to be good bowlers. They just have
one game. Oh, yeah.
One game. So it's real quick. They're here for an hour, and they can stay all day and enjoy the rest of the festivities if they'd like.
Come to think of it, a couple of years ago, I do remember that you raised something like $40,000 or $50,000 in these bowl-a-thons.
Right. Last year's event raised about $50,000.
Is that right? All right. Well, anybody out there, an individual, who would they contact if they wanted to bowl?
They can contact the bowling alleys themselves, and they can pick up pledge sheets there, and they can also call and sign up at our office at 563-0052.
They wouldn't have to have 5 of them. They say, I want a bowl. I could say, I want a bowl, and if there's anybody needs one bowler, is that what they would do, or should they get a team together?
They really need to get a
Get
team
a team together. All right.
So 5 friends or co-workers can get together.
All right, and that'll be held at what hour here at the North at
It starts
Bowl Mart?
here at Bowl Mart at 10 o'clock in the morning. They can bowl from about 10 to 1.
10 to 1 they'll bowl. All right, and it'll only take you about 5 minutes. You'll line up, and if you get 3 hours of bowling, you're going to be a lot of bowlers here. I mean, I hope you do. Hope you do that. Now, I know you have a big sponsor in the form of Coke, and I see a man in the back here. If this man would come forward here, because I remember meeting him 2 years ago when we were at, and the name, Mr.?
Floyd LaValle.
Floyd LaValle. And if you're from the Valley, where do you think a LaValle would come from, Jenny, if you were in this area?
I'd have to guess. Was it be Mooresfort?
Moores or Mooresfort would be the... Is that correct?
That's right.
Floyd?
Yeah, we were.
When we were at the Plattsburgh Lanes 2 years ago on a Sunday when they were actually bowling, I met a young lady down, and she told me, I think she said that her father-in-law, something about Coke and her father-in-law.
Right.
Is that right? You had your
Right,
daughter-in-law.
yeah,
Then I met you,
All right.
and we talked, and then I met another lady named LaValle, and it turned out to be your wife.
Right.
There's sort of 3 of you again this year?
Yeah, we were all hipping in there, pitching in and trying to make Big Brothers, Big Sisters Bowl-a-thon bigger and better than ever, you know.
Are you a bowler anyway?
Oh, yeah, we try.
You do
We
try.
try.
What do you do at Cook? Are you the manager?
manager,
The
yeah.
manager?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm talking to an executive director and a manager and the owner of Hometown
There
Cable
you
and
go.
him, a little peon here. But Bob Venn. How long have you been working with Coke?
It's 33 years.
33?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Come right out of school.
I mean,
Yeah.
at 30, they don't kick you out or
Oh,
anything
no,
like that,
no.
huh?
Fortunately, yeah, it's one of those things you got to still work for a living, you know.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
still a young man.
Well, sure we are. How long has Coke been involved with
We've been in probably
Big
since
Brother, Big Sister.
89. No, 79, excuse me. Been 14 years now.
Now, what do you do? And I say you help sponsor. You are one of the sponsors?
We're one of the sponsors. I got involved in 1980, I think, when I was a manager. Tony Fuller was involved and conned me in sponsoring a youth dance one night, and finally grabbed me by the heels and sucked me in. Been there ever since.
Well, of course, this is good for Coke too.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We're like
I mean,
kids.
it's the kids that like Coke.
Oh,
You like
yeah.
even more because
That's
those
right.
kids
Definitely.
like Coke, and
Definitely.
you keep the Coke in front. We got to see some big signs down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
There's another name next to it also, but
Yeah,
there's 2
yeah.
that say Coke down there, and
Right,
a lot of
right.
it's done.
Yeah.
All right.
We do, we do really well. Jenny's been telling you, I think the first year we raised like $17,000. The next year was 23. Then I got 25. Then I got to 30, and it got up to 55,000 one year, and been super. We've been getting tremendous support from the community, and been getting up here at Bowl Mart now. Last year we did real good. We got $6,000 out of here, which was great. And potentials are even better up here than ever.
Mm-hmm.
We get some of these local businesses around to challenge one another. It's a fun day. And it's for the kids.
Now, my memory, I didn't know you were going to be here, but as I recall, you were on the board of directors.
Yes, I am.
Are you still on the
Still
board
on
of
the board,
directors?
yeah.
Were you chairman of the board of directors 2 years ago?
Not yet. No.
Not yet?
No.
Oh, you're looking forward to
no,
it, though.
I'm not really. I just don't have the time.
All right.
I've been there and give them a lot of support.
Okay,
but
yeah, she said about 15 on the board, right?
Yeah.
And mostly company men who are women and men, I should say both,
They're
right?
from all nationalities. I mean, for Key Bank, and we got people who are state troopers.
So will you go to the one in Essex and the one in Malone yourself, personally?
No, I won't. No, I did last year, but I don't get involved with one in Plattsburgh and the one down here. And they got some good people in Keysville that are running it this year, so it's pretty much, they had it pretty well under control. I was there last year, but it's pretty much under control.
So you instrumental in hiring this lady as executive director? You were, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You did a good job. She looks very interested in her position, huh? But she only stays in one place about 3 years since she's lived all over the country. Why have you moved so much? Tell us. Because people are going to think that they keep kicking you out.
I just like the change. I like the new challenges.
You like the new challenge, and also your dad, you said, traveled, right? You were living, and he moved around a lot, and you were moving from place to place. So, all right, we've already know a little bit about how many people are working. How many people do you figure bowl here? Have you any idea how many bowled last year? How many different teams you had?
There was over 100 people here last year.
Here?
Yeah.
And you raised $6,000 here.
And there's about between 600 and 700 at Plattsburgh Lanes because that's where it's all started at, you know.
All right.
And we, sort of branched off from Plattsburgh to Keysville, then over here now. Of course, we lose a few bowlers in Plattsburgh, which was all right because we were overcrowded for the first couple of years. We had just unbelievable. And we're gradually picking the pace back up in Plattsburgh now, getting more people involved down there. So we're back up to...
Isn't bowling one of the most active sports there is in sports? I believe bowling.
It's doing real well. I guess the bowling overall is down nationally, as I was told, because of the economy. A lot of people cut back, and I know the local bowling centers are not doing as well as they had in the past. But this is a good opportunity for them because they get people in here at the Bowl-a-thon that never bowled before in their life. So they come in and have a good time, and this is what they hope they come back next year. They want to bowl in the league, so it's good for them as well as it is for the kids in the area.
Okay, we hope that you will get a team together and come in and bowl for the Bowling for Kids' Sake, 93. And I'm sure you'll enjoy not only bowling yourself, but you'll be helping kids that need help. If you're a dad out there, just think of those children that don't have dads, and if some don't have moms either, right? And they have somebody that they don't see often enough, and they go out and they do all kinds of things. And I know at least one lady in Champlain who I see her in church with her little sister. All right, now that you mentioned her name, yes, I'm sure she won't mind. Celine Paquette, yes. With her, I saw her last Sunday with her little sister going to church.
She was our big of the year last year.
Yes, she was. Tell us a little bit about that. Well, how do you?
Well, they kind of pick out some outstanding person that did something really out of the ordinary for the year. That's what they're big, and Pauline has been tremendous last year, and that's why they picked her. And she's done a super job with that little girl, and the other bigs and little do a real good job too. But we try to pick out one of them.
Yes.
One overboard. Did overboard.
I saw the picture in the paper. I did. As a matter of fact, I think I dropped her a note when I saw it because Celine's a great person for our community, and is a great educator, and she's just a great someone to emulate that little little friend. And when you see that, and talk to Celine, talk to Mark Berry. Those are people you know in this area, and they'll be glad to tell you what they get out of it, and then maybe it's something for you. And they need 50 or 60 more, correct? Right now.
Kids waiting.
Okay, kids are waiting. Anything else you want to tell me? I'm all out of questions.
We just want to thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
And
Nice
show
meeting.
up for bowling.
Show up for bowling. Right, well, we'll see about that. I'm no big bowler.
Don't have to be.
You don't have to be.
It's a fun day.
You don't get a prize or anything like that?
We give all kinds of things away.
For low scores or
like... You might get a roll of toilet paper for being a good guy.
Oh.
No, we have... GP gave us all kinds of...
Yeah, I know they did. We were here last year when they handed some of these out. Didn't we come during the actual Bowl-a-thon,
we do all kinds of crazy things.
I was here at least. I think I did. I was here for something. I guess I was on the mic. They had me on the mic during that and was handing out things last year.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, with all that stuff around, they were wiping me up with some of those things right here. Well, thank you very much, Floyd, for talking to us. Say hello to the family, the ones I haven't seen this year so far.
You'll see them again.
What, did you come here to see me this afternoon?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Are you sure? Huh? What are you doing in Rouse's Point?
We got a meeting this afternoon.
The directors and...
No, the bowling committee.
The bowling committee talking about...
Getting you ready for class.
What's the bowling committee? Is that other than the directors?
Yeah, we got a
There's a committee within the Big Brothers Big Sisters?
It's a bowling committee, and we got ones in Plattsburgh, we got one in Keysville, and there's people up here, and Dale Menard.
All right.
And
he's also, there's another name, it's in Mount Moore's
Kate O'Hara, and Jim Turney.
Okay.
Sandy's, what's her name?
Sandy's Deli, Carolyn.
Carolyn now at Sandy's Deli.
All
She's
right.
the one that's putting on the buffet for the bowlers afterwards.
Okay.
She's here. She's at a meeting. We're coming here.
A lot of contribution by a lot of people.
Oh yeah, that's what it takes.
It takes a lot of time to organize a bowl-a-thon.
Okay, well, they're both very enthusiastic about the bowling and also very enthusiastic about kids, and that's what this is all about. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add?
Just come and win the $1,000.
Oh, that's right. What about $1,000? How do you do that?
Well, for each $100 that you raise for Bowl for Kids' Sake, you get a chance to win $1,000 cash.
So that's not because you bowl 300 or something like that? Oh.
If you raise $300, you get 3 chances to win.
They have a drawing at the end of the...
At the end
And that's for all 4 bowl-a-thons.
centers. We're going to have a drawing, and someone, of course, the more chances, the more you raise, the more tickets you get put into the sign. We have a drawing at the end. And the more times your name is in there, the more chances you have to win that $1,000.
And then there'll be one person who only has one that's going to win it. That's
Right.
how it happens,
Yeah.
right?
You don't have to be a great bowler. You can bowl 50. And if you're the winning ticket, that's the way it is.
Okay. It was very
And
unexpected.
the guy who turns into most money, of course, of all, is going to win the $1,000 shopping spree.
From Champlain
Oh,
Centers.
what's that mean? What's that about?
That's basically the person who collects the most money in pledges in all 4 events wins $1,000 shopping spree.
Who pays for that?
Champlain
Champlain
Centers.
Centers.
The Champlain Centers is donating $1,000 worth of goods from any of the stores?
Any of them. You can spend them all in one store or spend a little in
Unbelievable.
every.
Great contribution, but from the Champlain Centers, I think they certainly should bring that to their attention.
We should probably mention it to you, what's on the back of that sponsor sheet, so people really get involved. Let me
Yes,
get a
go right
copy.
ahead. Please do. And now, who pays for the bowling? Each individual pays for his own bowling?
When you
You don't
raise
pay
the $25, the bowling's free.
Bowling is free. But and Bowl Mart doesn't get any part of the 25. Or do you pay for the bowling? Do you make an arrangement with the...
We make arrangements with-
You have an arrangement yourself.
Yeah.
All right. And
Okay,
do
the grand prize for turning in most money is the $1,000 shopping spree at Champlain Centers.
Uh-huh.
We have a $250 gift certificate from Sears, which is another prize. We have 3 video weeks per year from O'Brien Videos. You can go into O'Brien's. You
Uh-huh.
can get 3 videos every week for a year. That's another prize.
That's a donation from those people.
O'Brien's Video.
Right?
$200 gift certificate from Kmart. We have a 1-year adult membership to Velarde Studios in Plattsburgh. We have a 1-year child membership to Velarde Studio.
That's karate?
That's the karate.
Right?
$100 gift certificate from Steinbach's. 1 video per week from Main Street Video in Keysville, or in Morrisonville, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
$200 gift certificate from Lake Champlain Pool from Plattsburgh. 3 months pool from membership from Holiday Inn. $125 gift certificate from J.C. Penney's. You got a $125 gift certificate from Hills. You got 2 night stay in Albany and Econo Lodge, and also a 2 night stay in Econo Lodge in Watertown. So these are prizes donated by.
Oh, yeah, all big donations from these other people.
Right.
Just turn this here a little bit so we can see some of their
This is
their logos. Your print pad I see here.
Yeah, they do all our printing for
They
us.
do your printing for you, and
Food does all our T-shirts. Trust Channel 5 gives
Right.
us a lot of the freebies on advertising. Entertainment Unlimited does a lot of our dances and stuff.
entertainment all day.
okay,
to go with that.
WPTZ TV. But of course, don't forget the most important one of all, Hometown Cable,
There you
because
go.
we're here talking to Jenny Gensler and to Floyd LaValle, one of the directors and the executive director of Big Brothers, Big Sisters. And please try to come out here on the 21st of March. That's the first day of spring. Greet it right here at the Bowl Mart on Route 11, halfway between Champlain and Rouse's Point. And, well, maybe it's closer to Rouse's Point. Thanks very much, Jenny,
Thank
for
you.
coming in, and thank you, Floyd.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, right. You're watching Hometown Cable. Tune in every day, and particularly on Sundays when Bob, Venne, and Calvin are finding out what's going on here.